Do you want to successfully complete the WGU C202 Objective Assessment for Managing Human Capital course? Then you're in the right place. Our website provides a list of questions and answers with an emphasis on preparing for your success in the Managing Human Capital C202 course. In this video, we will cover questions from HR management, employment law, workplace ethics, talent strategy, and employee relations. So, let's get started. 1. What is the primary function of human resource management? A. Managing organizational structure. B. Ensuring compliance with labor laws. C. Attracting, hiring, developing, and retaining talent. D. Managing employee compensation. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. Attracting, hiring, developing, and retaining talent. Explanation. The primary function of HRM is to attract, hire, develop, and retain the talent required for the organization's success. This ensures the organization has the necessary workforce to meet its goals effectively. 2. What is the primary purpose of a business strategy? A. Defining how the firm will compete in its marketplace. B. Hiring and retaining employees. C. Increasing employee benefits. D. Managing human resources. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. A. Defining how the firm will compete in its marketplace. Explanation. A business strategy outlines how a company will compete in its industry by identifying its target market, competitive advantage, and business operations to achieve success. 3. Which of the following best defines total rewards? A. The sum of all rewards an employee receives for time and effort. B. A financial bonus given to top performers. C. Non-financial compensation only. D. Intrinsic rewards only. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. A. The sum of all rewards an employee receives for time and effort. Explanation. Total rewards encompass both intrinsic and extrinsic rewards, including salary, benefits, recognition, and opportunities for growth, given to employees in exchange for their contributions. 4. What is an employee handbook? A. A list of job duties. B. A print or online material documenting HR policies. C. A training manual for new hires. D. A document listing employee benefits. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. A print or online material documenting HR policies. Explanation. Employee handbooks contain a company's HR policies and procedures, ensuring employees understand workplace expectations and organizational rules. 5. Which of the following is a non-financial compensation? A. Salary. B. Bonus. C. Paid vacation. D. Intrinsic reward. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. D. Intrinsic reward. Explanation. Non-financial compensation includes rewards such as job satisfaction and personal achievement that are not tied to monetary value. 6. What is the purpose of outsourcing in an organization? A. To decrease employee wages. B. To hire external vendors to perform tasks. C. To reduce the number of employees. D. To increase internal promotions. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. To hire external vendors to perform tasks. Explanation. Outsourcing allows organizations to focus on core competencies by hiring external vendors to perform tasks or processes, improving efficiency. 7. Which of the following is an example of direct financial compensation? A. Health insurance. B. Retirement benefits. C. Stock options. D. Employee recognition programs. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. C. Stock options. Explanation. Direct financial compensation includes salary, wages, bonuses, and stock options that provide employees with monetary value. 8. What is a competitive advantage? A. Doing something differently from competitors. B. Offering higher salaries than competitors. C. Following industry norms. D. Increasing the number of products offered. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. A. Doing something differently from competitors. Explanation. Competitive advantage occurs when a company does something distinctively better than its competitors, leading to superior performance. 9. What is a virtue standard in ethics? A. Acting in a way that benefits everyone equally. B. Acting in a way consistent with ideal virtues. C. Following legal standards. D. Ensuring profits are maximized. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Acting in a way consistent with ideal virtues. Explanation. The virtue standard in ethics emphasizes acting with virtues such as civility, compassion, and benevolence, promoting moral character. 10. What does the common good standard emphasize? A. Treating all employees equally. B. Maximizing individual profits. C. Respecting and showing compassion for others. D. Increasing company performance. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. Respecting and showing compassion for others. Explanation. The common good standard focuses on ethical actions that show respect and compassion for all people, especially the most vulnerable. 11. Which HR strategy links the HR function with the firm's business strategy? A. Talent philosophy. B. Employee engagement. C. Human resource strategy. D. Organizational culture. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. C. Human resource strategy. Explanation. A human resource strategy aligns HR practices with the overall business strategy to support organizational goals through talent management. 12. What is the stakeholder perspective? A. Considering only employees' interests. B. Focusing solely on customer needs. C. Considering the interests of all people affected by the organization. D. Prioritizing profits over people. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. Considering the interests of all people affected by the organization. Explanation. The stakeholder perspective involves considering the interests and opinions of everyone affected by an organization's actions, including employees, customers, and the community. 13. What is the goal of a performance culture? A. Hiring based on personal connections. B. Focusing on performance data and results. C. Providing equal promotions for everyone. D. Maximizing employee turnover. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. Focusing on performance data and results. Explanation. A performance culture emphasizes hiring, developing, and rewarding employees based on performance metrics, driving results and accountability. 14. What is organizational culture? A. The structure of an organization. B. The values and assumptions that guide behaviors. C. The formal system of roles. D. The company's financial goals? Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. The values and assumptions that guide behaviors. Explanation. Organizational culture refers to the shared values, beliefs, and assumptions that influence how members of the organization behave and interact. 15. Which of the following is an example of a high-performance work system? A. Low involvement in decision-making. B. Centralized HR functions. C. High commitment and involvement of employees. D. Outsourcing employee tasks. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. C. High commitment and involvement of employees. Explanation. High-performance work systems encourage employee involvement and commitment, leading to better performance and higher productivity. 16. What is the purpose of a code of ethics in an organization? A. To establish financial goals. B. To describe the highest values the organization aspires to. C. To control employees' behavior. D. To manage day-to-day tasks. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. To describe the highest values the organization aspires to. Explanation. A code of ethics serves as a guide for decision-making by outlining the organization's values and ethical principles that employees are expected to follow. 17. Which of the following is considered a protected class under employment law? A. Height. B. Skill level. C. Race. D. Job experience. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. C. Race. Explanation. A protected class refers to groups such as race, sex, and religion that are legally safeguarded from employment discrimination under laws such as Title VII of the Civil Rights Act. 18. What is the function of affirmative action? A. To ensure equal pay for all employees. B. To proactively eliminate discrimination and its past effects. C. To promote only internal candidates. D. To hire more external employees. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. To proactively eliminate discrimination and its past effects. Explanation. Affirmative action involves taking steps to prevent discrimination and address the underrepresentation of certain groups in employment, particularly based on race, gender, and other protected characteristics. 19. What is quid pro quo harassment? A. Unfair treatment based on age. B. Unwanted conduct of a sexual nature in exchange for employment benefits. C. Equal opportunity in the workplace. D. Unwanted communication between employees. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. Unwanted conduct of a sexual nature in exchange for employment benefits. Explanation. Quid pro quo harassment occurs when job benefits, such as promotions or raises, are conditioned on sexual favors, violating workplace ethics and law. 20. What is the purpose of a bona fide occupational qualification? A. To allow preferential hiring. B. To identify characteristics essential for job performance. C. To restrict employment to certain classes. D. To prevent discrimination. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. To identify characteristics essential for job performance. Explanation. A BFOQ refers to specific qualifications that are essential to perform a job, such as certain physical abilities or knowledge, and are legally allowed to be used as employment criteria. 21. What is a common ethical action under the right standard? A. Maximizing profits. B. Respecting and protecting the moral rights of individuals. C. promoting only internal candidates. D. Focusing on competitive advantage. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Respecting and protecting the moral rights of individuals. Explanation. The right standard in ethics emphasizes actions that respect and safeguard the moral rights of everyone affected by decisions or policies. 22. What is the effect of disparate treatment in employment? A. Intentional discrimination based on a protected characteristic. B. Fair treatment of employees. C. Equal pay across genders. D. Enhanced employee engagement. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. A. Intentional discrimination based on a protected characteristic. Explanation. Disparate treatment occurs when an employer intentionally discriminates against an individual based on a protected characteristic such as race, gender, or age. 23. What is the significance of the Equal Employment Opportunity, WEEO? A. It allows employers to treat employees differently based on job roles. B. It ensures consistent treatment regardless of protected characteristics. C. It promotes only internal candidates. D. It allows for flexible wage structures. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. It ensures consistent treatment regardless of protected characteristics. Explanation. EEO laws ensure that employment practices are designed to treat employees consistently, without discrimination based on characteristics like race, sex, or religion. 24. What is the goal of corporate social responsibility? A. To increase profits. B. To value human dignity and contribute to the common good. C. To expand market share. D. To manage labor costs. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. To value human dignity and contribute to the common good. Explanation. CSR refers to the responsibility of businesses to contribute to society, value human dignity, and consider the broader impact of their actions on the community and environment. 25. Which of the following best describes adverse impact? A. Intentional discrimination based on gender. B. An employment practice that disproportionately affects a protected group. C. A practice that leads to higher employee turnover. D. Favoritism in employee promotions. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. An employment practice that disproportionately affects a protected group. Explanation. Adverse impact occurs when an employment practice, though seemingly neutral, disproportionately affects members of a protected group, leading to unintentional discrimination. 26. What is a talent philosophy in an organization? A. A strategy for improving profits. B. A set of beliefs about how employees should be treated. C. A guide for employee compensation. D. A rulebook for organizational behavior. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. A set of beliefs about how employees should be treated. Explanation. A talent philosophy refers to an organization's beliefs about how its employees should be valued, developed, and managed, shaping its approach to talent management. 27. What is fraudulent recruitment? A. A hiring process that misleads candidates about the job. B. A process that focuses on external hiring. C. A practice of hiring overqualified candidates. D. An approach to increasing employee benefits. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. A. A hiring process that misleads candidates about the job. Explanation. Fraudulent recruitment occurs when an employer misrepresents the nature of a job or the organization during the hiring process, leading to deception and potential legal issues. 28. What is the purpose of a reasonable accommodation in employment? A. To adjust wages. B. To allow an employee with a disability to perform the job. C. To provide extra vacation time. D. To offer bonuses to high performers. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. To allow an employee with a disability to perform the job. Explanation. Reasonable accommodation refers to adjustments or modifications made by an employer to enable employees with disabilities to perform their job duties without undue hardship to the employer. 29. What is race norming in recruitment? A. Offering different job roles to minority groups. B. Comparing applicants' scores within their own racial subgroup. C. Promoting based on race. D. Discriminating based on skill level. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. Comparing applicants' scores within their own racial subgroup. Explanation. Race norming involves setting separate passing or cutoff scores for each racial group, which is illegal under the Civil Rights Act, as it results in unequal treatment. 30. What is the primary goal of strategic planning in HRM? A. To control employee benefits. B. To plan for long-term organizational goals. C. To manage day-to-day operations. D. To oversee employee training programs. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. To plan for long-term organizational goals. Explanation. Strategic planning in HRM focuses on aligning the organization's human resources to effectively accomplish long-term goals and objectives. Struggling with your WGU exams? We've all been there. Welcome to OAExams.com, your ultimate resource for WGU success. Find over 15,000 plus questions and answers. Join our thriving community of over 10,000 active WGU students and an impressive 100% success rate with our premium exam support. Visit OAExams.com today and take the first step toward guaranteed success. 31. What is the function of a shared service center in HRM? A. To centralize routine HR activities. B. To handle only employee compensation. C. To provide customer service. D. To manage employee development. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. A. To centralize routine HR activities. Explanation. A shared service center centralizes HR functions like payroll and benefits, streamlining operations and reducing costs by handling routine tasks. 32. What is the result of unlawful employment practices? A. Higher employee turnover. B. A violation of employment laws. C. Increased job satisfaction. D. A boost in employee morale. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. A violation of employment laws. Explanation. Unlawful employment practices refer to violations of federal, state, or local employment laws, such as discrimination or unfair labor practices, leading to legal consequences. 33. What is the purpose of an affirmative action plan? A. To improve employee benefits. B. To address underrepresentation in the workforce. C. To increase employee retention. D. To ensure higher pay for all employees. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. To address underrepresentation in the workforce. Explanation. An affirmative action plan outlines proactive steps to eliminate discrimination and increase the representation of minorities and other protected classes in the workforce. 34. What is fair discrimination in employment? A. When employment decisions are made based on personal preference, 𝗏𝗏𝗍𝗧, when only job-related characteristics are used in decisions. C. When decisions are based on protected characteristics. D. When promotions are equally distributed. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. When only job-related characteristics are used in decisions. Explanation. Fair discrimination occurs when employment decisions are based solely on objective, merit-based, and job-related factors, ensuring fairness and legality. 35. What is a workplace tort? A. A criminal action taken by an employee. B. A civil wrong committed by an employer. C. An internal dispute between employees. D. A legal right to employee compensation. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. A civil wrong committed by an employer. Explanation. A workplace tort is a civil wrong in which an employer violates a duty owed to its customers or employees, leading to legal liability for damages. 36. What is the significance of negligent hiring in HRM? A. It increases job satisfaction. B. It holds the company responsible for the actions of employees. C. It ensures fair treatment during the hiring process. D. It reduces employee turnover. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. It holds the company responsible for the actions of employees. Explanation. Negligent hiring occurs when a company fails to exercise reasonable care in hiring, leading to legal liability if the employee causes harm to others due to inadequate background checks or supervision. 37. What is the result of adverse impact in employment practices? A. Intentional discrimination. B. Unintentional discrimination against a protected group. C. Increased job satisfaction. D. Higher employee engagement. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. Unintentional discrimination against a protected group. Explanation. Adverse impact occurs when a seemingly neutral employment practice disproportionately affects members of a protected group, even if the discrimination is unintentional. 38. What is preferential treatment in employment? A. Treating all employees equally. B. Giving preference to a member of a protected group. C. Promoting based on performance. D. Ignoring diversity initiatives. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. Giving preference to a member of a protected group. Explanation. Preferential treatment involves giving employment preference to individuals from underrepresented or protected groups, often as part of affirmative action efforts. 39. What is the effect of stereotyping in the workplace? A. Increased productivity. B. Treating individuals based on assumptions about their group. C. Fair promotion practices. D. Objective decision-making. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Treating individuals based on assumptions about their group. Explanation. Stereotyping leads to making assumptions about individuals based on their group affiliation, resulting in unfair treatment and potential legal violations in employment decisions. 40. What is an independent contractor? A. An employee hired on a temporary basis. B. A business or individual providing services without direct supervision. C. A part-time employee. D. A volunteer worker. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. A business or individual providing services without direct supervision. Explanation. An independent contractor is hired to perform services for a company but operates independently, only being directed on the result of the work, not the process. 41. What is hostile environment harassment? A. Making unwelcome comments about a colleague's work. B. Unwanted sexual conduct creating a hostile work environment. C. Ignoring a colleague's performance. D. Offering promotion based on merit. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. Unwanted sexual conduct, creating a hostile work environment. Explanation. Hostile environment harassment occurs when unwanted, verbal or physical conduct of a sexual nature creates an intimidating, hostile, or offensive working environment. 42. What is race norming? A. Setting equal standards for all racial groups. B. Comparing candidates' scores within their racial group. C. Promoting individuals based on their race. D. Providing equal pay for all employees. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Comparing candidates' scores within their racial group. Explanation. Race norming involves comparing applicants' scores only to others within their racial group, which is considered discriminatory and is prohibited by law. 43. What is workplace inclusion? A. Focusing only on employee compensation. B. Ensuring that all employees feel respected and listened to. C. Providing bonuses for diverse hires. D. Increasing diversity quotas. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. Ensuring that all employees feel respected and listened to. Explanation. Inclusion involves creating a work environment where everyone feels valued and able to contribute to their fullest potential, regardless of their background or characteristics. 44. What is the purpose of exit interviews? A. To discuss employee benefits. B. To determine reasons for employee turnover. C. To conduct performance evaluations. D. To set new company policies. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. To determine reasons for employee turnover. Explanation. Exit interviews are conducted with employees leaving the organization to gather insights on their experiences and reasons for departure, helping to identify areas for improvement. 45. What is the definition of employee engagement? A. The level of employee satisfaction with their pay. B. The emotional commitment employees have to their organization. C. The number of hours worked by employees. D. The training and development provided by the company. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. The emotional commitment employees have to their organization. Explanation. Employee engagement refers to the emotional and intellectual commitment that employees feel towards their organization, influencing their performance and retention. 46. What is the goal of workplace wellness programs? A. To increase employee turnover. B. To improve employee health and morale. C. To reduce training costs. D. To manage employee performance. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. B. To improve employee health and morale. Explanation. Workplace wellness programs aim to enhance employee well-being and productivity by promoting healthy behaviors, ultimately leading to better morale and reduced healthcare costs. 47. What is the primary focus of succession planning? A. Reducing employee turnover. B. Identifying and developing future leaders within the organization. C. Hiring temporary employees. D. Managing employee benefits. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. Identifying and developing future leaders within the organization. Explanation. Succession planning involves preparing for future leadership needs by identifying and developing internal candidates to fill key positions, ensuring organizational continuity. 48. What is the definition of workplace bullying? A. Positive reinforcement in the workplace. B. Repeated mistreatment of another employee. C. Constructive criticism of work performance. D. Setting high performance standards. Can you guess the answer? Correct answer. B. Repeated mistreatment of another employee. Explanation. Workplace bullying involves persistent and deliberate actions that harm or intimidate another employee, creating a toxic work environment. 49. What does the term employment at will mean? A. Employees can only be fired for just cause. B. Employees can leave without notice. D. Either party can terminate the employment relationship at any time. D. Employees must provide 2 weeks' notice. What do you think is the answer? Correct answer. C. Either party can terminate the employment relationship at any time. Explanation. Employment at will allows employers and employees to terminate their working relationship at any time, for any reason that is not illegal, providing flexibility for both parties. 50. What is the Family and Medical Leave Act? A. A law requiring employers to provide health insurance. B. A law allowing employees to take unpaid leave for family and medical reasons. C. A law that mandates paid vacation for employees. D. A law regulating employee hours. Do you know the answer? Correct answer. B. A law allowing employees to take unpaid leave for family and medical reasons. Explanation. The FMLA entitles eligible employees to take up to 12 weeks of unpaid leave for certain family and medical reasons, ensuring job protection during their absence. You've reached the end of our first question set. For the complete exam preparation experience, visit us at OAExams.com, where you'll find thousands more practice questions and comprehensive study guides. Thanks for studying with us today. See you in the next video.